Christmas dinner at Mom and Dad's house. The whole family is here. Me, sister Emily, brother Kyle, cousins, aunts, uncles. The usual crowd that gathered once or twice a year to pretend we were closer than we actually were. We'd just finished eating. Turkey, stuffing, all the traditional stuff. Now everyone was scattered around the living room with coffee and pie, that post-meal lethargy settling in. Mom, Patricia, was showing photos on her phone. Recent vacation to Florida. New patio furniture, the garden she'd been working on all summer. Then she swiped to an old photo. Paused. Smiled that nostalgic smile people get when they remember something from the past. "Oh, remember Bella?" she said, looking at me. My chest tightened. Bella. My golden retriever. I'd had her since she was 8 weeks old. Raised her. Trained her. She'd been my best friend for 3 years before everything fell apart. "Yeah," I said, kept my voice neutral. "We had to rehome her while you were away, remember?" I remembered. Every single detail, like it had happened yesterday instead of 5 years ago. "I remember," I said. Mom looked at the photo fondly. "She really was such a sweet dog. I'm sure she's still thriving wherever she is." I took a sip of coffee. Let the moment stretch. Then, "She is." Mom looked up. "What?" "She's thriving. I know because I got her back last year." The room went quiet. Not completely silent. Uncle Jim was still talking to Kyle in the corner, but the immediate area around us went still. Mom blinked. "What do you mean?" "I mean I found her, and I got her back. She's at my house right now." Emily leaned forward from her chair. "How did you find her?" "Hired someone, private investigator. Took 8 months. But we found her." Mom's face went pale. "Where was she?" "At a shelter, 2 hours from here." "A shelter? But we gave her to a family with kids." "No," I said calmly. "You didn't." Silence now. Real silence. Even Uncle Jim had stopped talking. "What are you talking about?" Mom asked. I pulled out my phone. I'd been carrying this information for a year. Waiting. Not sure if I'd ever use it. But the moment she brought up Bella with that fond smile, like she'd done something kind instead of something unforgivable, I knew it was time. I opened a folder on my phone, found the document I'd saved. "Let me back up," I said, "since you seem to have forgotten the details." 5 years ago, I'd gotten a job offer. Software company in Seattle. Big opportunity. 6-month contract with possibility of permanent position. The only problem? Bella. I couldn't take her with me. Company housing was temporary, didn't allow pets. I'd looked into boarding facilities, but 6 months of boarding would have cost more than I could afford. So I'd asked my parents. "Just 6 months," I'd said. "I'll be back for her by summer." Mom had agreed. "Of course, honey. She'll be fine here. We love Bella." Dad had nodded. "We'll take good care of her." I'd left for Seattle, called every week to check on her. Mom always said the same thing. "She's doing great. Misses you, but she's adjusting." 3 months in, Mom called me. Different tone, stressed, frustrated. "We can't keep Bella anymore." My stomach dropped. "Why not?" "She's too much work. The shedding is everywhere. She needs walks twice a day. Your father's back is acting up." "I'll be back in 3 months. We can't wait that long. We're finding her a new home." "What?" "No, she's my dog." "And you left her with us." "We're doing our best, but it's not sustainable. We found a family who wants her. Young couple with kids, big backyard. She'll be so much happier." "Mom, please, just 3 more months." "It's already decided, Jordan. They're coming to pick her up this weekend." "Can I at least talk to them? Get their contact information?" "We'll pass along your number. I'm sure they'll send updates." "Mom, I have to go. We'll talk later." She hung up. I called back immediately. Voicemail. Texted. No response. Called the next day. And the next. Finally got Dad on the phone. "Your mother made the right decision," he said. "The dog was stressed. We were stressed. This is better for everyone." "She's my dog." "Then you shouldn't have left her." That stung. Still stings. I flew back that weekend, took emergency leave from work, showed up at their house. Bella was already gone. The family picked her up yesterday, Mom said. I'm sorry, but it happened fast. They were so excited to have her. Where? Who are they? Give me their contact info. I don't have it. They said they'd reach out. You gave my dog to strangers and didn't get their information? They weren't strangers, friends of a friend. Very trustworthy. What friend? Give me a name. I don't remember. Someone from church, I think. I searched, called every shelter within 50 miles, posted on social media, lost dog groups, Nextdoor, Craigslist, everything. Nothing. No one contacted me. No updates. No photos. Bella was just gone. I went back to Seattle, finished the contract, came home 6 months later, asked Mom again about the family. I'm sure she's fine, Mom said. They seemed lovely, probably just busy. You know how it is. I'd tried to move on. Adopted another dog a year later, a rescue named Murphy. Good dog. But he wasn't Bella, and I never stopped wondering, never stopped hoping I'd see her somewhere, at a park, on a walk, just somewhere. But I didn't. And eventually, the active searching stopped. The wondering didn't. But the searching did. Until 2 years ago, I'd gotten a promotion. Big raise, more stability. And I thought, what if? What if I hired someone who knew how to find lost pets? Someone professional. Someone with resources I didn't have. I found a private investigator who specialized in lost animals. Sent her everything I had. Photos of Bella. My parents' address. The approximate date she'd been rehomed. Vet records showing my ownership. I'll be honest, she'd said. After 5 years, the chances are slim, but I'll do what I can. She charged me $3,000 up front. Said it might take months, might turn up nothing. I paid it. Didn't care about the cost. 8 months later, she called. I found something, she said. My heart stopped. What? Shelter records, from 5 years ago. A golden retriever named Bella. Intake date matches the timeline you gave me. Where? She gave me the shelter name, 2 hours away. Is she still there? No, she was adopted out 3 years ago. But I have the rescue organization that pulled her. I can get you their contact info. Please. She sent it over. I called immediately. Woman answered. Rescue coordinator. I explained who I was. What I was looking for. Bella, she said slowly. Golden retriever. We pulled her from county shelter about 3 years ago. Is she okay? She's alive, in a foster home. But Jordan, I need to tell you something about her intake record. What? She wasn't lost. She was surrendered. What do you mean? The shelter has a surrender form, signed by the person who dropped her off. Who? She read me the name. Patricia Morrison. My mother. I sat down, couldn't breathe. Are you sure? It's here in the records. Signature, date, reason for surrender. Owner cannot keep. What happened to her after she was surrendered? The coordinator hesitated. Jordan, it's not a good story. Tell me. So she did. Bella had been dropped at the shelter 5 years ago. Not adopted into a loving family. Not given to friends from church. Just left there. 3-year-old golden retriever. Not a puppy. Harder to adopt out. She'd spent 2 years in a kennel. Small concrete space. Stressed. Scared. Developed behavioral issues from the isolation and fear. She almost got euthanized twice, the coordinator said quietly. What? First time she got kennel cough. Shelter was overcrowded. They were going to put her down to make space. A volunteer advocated for her. Got her medical treatment. And the second time? She bit someone, a potential adopter. The guy reached into her kennel without letting her come out first. She was terrified, snapped at him, broke skin. After that, she was flagged as aggressive. Put on the euthanasia list. I couldn't speak, could barely process what I was hearing. Our rescue pulled her literally the day before her scheduled euthanasia. We knew her behavior was fear-based, not aggression. She just needed time and patience. Where is she now? With a foster family. They've been working with her for 3 years. She's doing better. Still nervous around new people, but she's sweet once she trusts you. I want to see her. Jordan, I understand, but she's been through a lot. I'm not sure. Please. I'm her owner. I have vet records, photos, everything. I didn't abandon her. My mother lied to me. She was quiet for a moment. Send me everything you have. Let me talk to the foster family. If they're comfortable, I'll arrange a meeting. I sent everything, every photo, every vet record showing my name. A letter explaining what happened. 2 weeks later, I got the call. The foster family wants to meet you. This Saturday. Are you available? Yes. She gave me an address. A house in a quiet neighborhood. Small, well-maintained. I drove there shaking. Didn't know what to expect. Didn't know if Bella would even remember me. The foster mom, Karen, answered the door. 50s. Kind eyes. Jordan? Yeah. Come in, Bella's in the backyard. I walked through the house, heart pounding, hands sweating. Through the sliding door I could see her. Bella. Older. Gray around her muzzle. Thinner than I remembered. But alive. Karen opened the door. Bella? Come here, girl. Bella looked up. Started walking toward the door. Casual. Just checking out the visitor. Then she saw me. She froze. Stared. I knelt down. Hey, Bella, remember me? For a second, nothing. Just staring. Then her tail started wagging. Slowly at first, then faster. Then her whole body was shaking. She ran. Not walked. Ran. Full speed. Crashed into me. And started crying. Not barking. Crying. This high-pitched whimpering sound I'd never heard from a dog before. She jumped on me, knocked me over, licked my face, pressed her head against my chest, made sounds like she was trying to talk, to tell me something. I wrapped my arms around her, buried my face in her fur. She remembered me. After 5 years, she remembered. Karen was crying. I was crying. Even the rescue coordinator who'd come to supervise was wiping her eyes. She's never done that before, Karen said. In 3 years, she's never been that excited to see anyone. Bella wouldn't let me go. Every time I tried to pull back, she'd press closer, like she thought I'd disappear again. She's yours, Karen said. Obviously, she chose you. Are you sure? Look at her, Jordan. She's home. We did paperwork, transfer of ownership back to me, updated microchip information, and then I took Bella home. She sat in the back seat, head on the center console, watching me the entire drive, like she needed to keep me in sight. When we got to my house, she followed me everywhere. Kitchen, bathroom, bedroom, wouldn't let me out of her sight. That first night, she slept pressed against me, all 70 pounds of her. I didn't care. She could sleep wherever she wanted. She was home. Finally. After 5 years. And that's when I knew. My mother had lied. About everything. The family, the kids, the big yard. She'd dropped Bella at a shelter, signed the papers, and walked away. Then told me comforting lies for 5 years. Now, sitting in my parents' living room at Christmas, I pulled up the shelter intake form on my phone. Showed it to Mom. Her face went white. Where did you get this? The shelter, public record. That's your signature, isn't it? She stared at the screen. Couldn't deny it. Her full name. Her handwriting. The date. I thought they'd find her a home right away. She was there for 2 years. 2 years. In a cage, alone, terrified. They almost euthanized her, twice. Mom put her hand over her mouth. You told me she went to a family, with kids, that she'd be happy. You lied. I didn't mean for it to go like that. But it did, because you didn't care enough to check. The room was completely silent now. Everyone watching. I hadn't planned this, hadn't meant to do it on Christmas, but she'd brought up Bella, smiled about it, like she'd done something kind, and I couldn't let that stand. Mom stared at the shelter intake form on my phone. Her signature. Clear as day. I didn't know she'd be there that long, she said quietly. You didn't check. Not once in 5 years. I thought the shelter would what? Magically find her a home? She was 3 years old, Mom, not a puppy, scared, traumatized from being abandoned. Nobody wanted her. Dad stood up. Jordan, that's enough. You're upsetting your mother. Good. She should be upset. Do you know what she did? We did what we thought was best at the time. Did you know? I looked at him. About the shelter? He hesitated. Just a second. But I saw it. You knew. Your mother told me she was taking Bella somewhere safe. A kill shelter is safe? We didn't know it was a kill shelter. It's a county shelter. They're all kill shelters when they're overcrowded. I turned to the room. Extended family watching this unfold. Want to see what safe looked like? I pulled up another document. Vet records from when the rescue pulled Bella. Medical notes. Behavioral assessment. Read them out loud. Dog exhibits severe anxiety, paces constantly, won't eat in front of people, flinches when hands reach toward her, shows signs of long-term kennel stress. Emily put her hand over her mouth. Underweight, coat dull, multiple scars on muzzle consistent with fence fighting through kennel barriers. Kyle looked away. Requires extensive rehabilitation, trust issues, fear-based reactivity, prognosis uncertain. I looked at Mom. That's what you did to her. She was crying now. I'm sorry. You're sorry you got caught. If I hadn't hired someone, if I hadn't found her, you'd still be telling me she was happy somewhere. That's not fair. You know what's not fair? Bella spending 2 years in a concrete kennel, alone, confused, waiting for me to come back, not understanding why I abandoned her. You're being dramatic. That's when I showed them the video, the one Karen had taken, the reunion, pressed play, sound on. The video started with Bella in the backyard, just standing there. Then she saw me, the way she froze, the recognition in her eyes. Then the running, the crying, that desperate, heartbroken sound she made. Me on the ground, her climbing on me, licking my face, pressing against me like she couldn't get close enough. The sound of her whimpering, happy and desperate and relieved all at once. Karen's voice in the background. Oh my God, she's never done that before. The video ended. Nobody spoke. Aunt Linda was crying. Uncle Jim looked uncomfortable. My cousins stared at their phones. Emily broke the silence. Jordan, we didn't know. I know you didn't. This isn't about you. I looked at Mom. You told me she went to a family with kids, a big yard, that she was living her best life. I thought she would. You lied. For 5 years. Every time I asked about her, you lied. I was trying to make you feel better. You were trying to make yourself feel better. You didn't want to admit what you'd done. Dad stepped closer. We made a mistake, but you got her back. Isn't that what matters? No. What matters is that she spent 2 years suffering because you couldn't be bothered to keep her for 3 more months. Your mother's back was acting up. That was your excuse? Back pain? It was more than that. Then what? What was so unbearable about watching my dog for 90 days? Silence. The shedding, Mom said quietly. The constant barking. She scratched the floors. She what? Acted like a dog who missed her owner? How dare she? Jordan, did you even walk her? Or did you just leave her in the yard? Mom looked away. You left her in the yard, alone, for 3 months, and then dumped her when she became inconvenient. We were going to look for a better solution. You were going to nothing. You drove her to a shelter, signed the papers, and left. I pulled up another photo. Bella's intake photo from the shelter. The one they take when a dog first arrives. She looked terrified, ears back, eyes wide, trembling. This is what she looked like the day you abandoned her. I swiped to another photo. Recent. Bella asleep on my couch. Peaceful. Content. And this is what she looks like now. Safe, loved, home. Mom reached for my phone. Can I? I pulled it back. No. I just want to see. You don't get to see her. You lost that right. Jordan, please. 5 years, Mom. 5 years she could have been with me. 5 years I thought she was happy somewhere. And she was in hell. It wasn't hell. She almost died. Twice. Because you couldn't be inconvenienced for 90 days. Kyle spoke up. Maybe we should all take a breath. I'm perfectly calm, I said. And I was. That was the strange part. I wasn't yelling, wasn't crying. Just stating facts. Where is she now? Aunt Linda asked gently. At my house. I hired a dog sitter for today. Didn't want to leave her alone on Christmas. You could have brought her. Here? Where the people who abandoned her are celebrating? No thanks. Mom stood up, walked toward me. Jordan, I know you're angry, but I'm still your mother. We can work through this. Work through what? You want forgiveness? I want understanding. I understand perfectly. You didn't want to deal with my dog, so you got rid of her. Then you lied about it because you knew what you'd done was wrong. I thought I was doing the right thing. For who? Not for Bella. Not for me. For you. Dad put his arm around Mom. This is Christmas. Can we please not do this now? You brought her up, I said, looking at Mom. You showed that photo. Said she was thriving. You opened this door. I didn't think. No, you didn't. You never do. I stood up, grabbed my coat from the back of the chair. Emily stood. Jordan, wait. I'm done. Where are you going? Home, to my dog. The one you all thought was happily rehomed. The one who spent 2 years in a cage because nobody wanted to be inconvenienced. You're leaving? It's Christmas. Yeah. And I'm spending it with someone who actually loves me. Mom stepped forward. Jordan, please. Can we talk about this? We just did. I mean really talk. Without everyone. I have nothing else to say to you. I'm your mother. And Bella was my dog. My responsibility. My family. And you threw her away. That's not fair. You keep saying that. But you haven't denied anything I've said. She didn't have a response to that. I walked to the door, put on my coat. Kyle followed. Jordan, come on, don't leave like this. Like what? Honest? Like you're never coming back? I looked at him. Maybe I'm not. Over a dog? Over trust, over 5 years of lies, over abandonment. Take your pick. He didn't respond. I opened the door. Cold air rushed in. December in the Midwest. Snow on the ground. Jordan. Mom's voice behind me. Broken. Pleading. I turned. Can I at least see her? Sometime? I just want to know she's okay. No? Please. Just a photo. A video. Something. You had 5 years to check on her. You chose not to. You don't get to pretend you care now. I do care. You care about yourself. About not looking like the bad guy. But you don't care about Bella. That's not true. Then where were you? When she was in that shelter? When she was scared? When she almost died? Where were you? She didn't answer. Exactly. I turned to leave. Dad called out, You're really going to throw away your family over this? I stopped. Looked back. I'm not throwing anything away. You already did that. 5 years ago. When you dumped my dog and lied about it. We made a mistake. You made a choice. And choices have consequences. I walked out. Got in my car. Sat there for a minute. Hands on the steering wheel. Breathing. Through the window I could see them, standing in the doorway. Mom crying. Dad holding her. Emily and Kyle watching me. I started the car. Backed out of the driveway. Drove away. The whole drive home my phone buzzed. Text after text. Emily. Jordan, please come back. We can work this out. Kyle. Dude, Mom's a mess. Give her a break. Aunt Linda. Family is supposed to forgive. Uncle Jim. You made your point. Don't be cruel. Dad. You made your mother cry on Christmas. I hope you're proud. I put the phone in the cup holder. Didn't read the rest. Pulled into my driveway. My house, The one I'd bought 2 years ago. Big yard for Bella. Let myself in. The dog sitter, Amy, was on the couch. Bella asleep next to her. Hey, Amy said quietly. How was dinner? Short? Bella's ears perked up. She lifted her head. Saw me. Tail started wagging. She jumped off the couch, trotted over, pressed her head against my leg. I knelt down, scratched behind her ears. Hey girl, missed you. She licked my face. That gentle, careful lick she always did. Like she was checking that I was real. Amy grabbed her stuff. She was perfect, slept most of the time. We went for a short walk. She's been fed. Thanks, Amy. Merry Christmas. You too. Oh, and Jordan? I saw the video. The reunion one. It's beautiful. You saw it? Your mom sent it to the family group chat. I'm friends with Emily on Facebook. It popped up. What? Yeah, like an hour ago. I pulled out my phone, opened the family chat I'd muted. There it was. Mom had sent the video, with a long message. I never knew. I thought she was adopted. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Followed by responses. Emily. Mom, it's okay. Jordan's just upset. Kyle. Everyone makes mistakes. Aunt Linda. You didn't know. Don't be so hard on yourself. I stared at the screen. She'd sent the video. The one showing Bella's pain, her trauma, her desperate reunion with me. And they were comforting her. Not acknowledging what she'd done. Not holding her accountable. Just making her feel better. I left the chat, deleted the app. Amy left. I locked the door. Sat on the floor. Bella immediately crawled into my lap. Too big to fit. Didn't care. She sighed. That deep, content sigh dogs make when they're safe. I wrapped my arms around her. You're okay now. Nobody's taking you anywhere. She pressed her head against my chest, right over my heart. We sat there for a long time. Outside, snow started falling. Inside, we were warm. My phone kept buzzing. More texts, more guilt trips, more people telling me I was being too harsh. I turned it off. Bella looked up at me. Those brown eyes. Still cautious sometimes. Still checking that I was really here. I got you, I whispered. Always. She licked my chin. Once. Then settled back against me. That night we slept in my bed. Bella taking up more than half. Snoring. Twitching in her sleep. Probably dreaming. Hopefully good dreams now. I watched her sleep. Thought about the last 5 years. The grief. The searching. The wondering. The relief when I found her. The rage when I learned the truth. And now this. Christmas. The confrontation. The evidence. Worth it. All of it. Because Bella was home. Safe. Loved. And my family? They could sit with what they'd done. For once, I wasn't going to make them comfortable. The text started the next morning. Mom. Please call me. We need to talk. Emily. Mom didn't sleep at all. She's devastated. Kyle. This is getting ridiculous. It's been 24 hours. Move on. I deleted them without responding. Day 2 brought voicemails. Mom's voice, shaky. Jordan, honey, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I truly thought she'd be adopted right away. If I could go back and do it differently, I would. Please call me. Dad's voice, stern. You've made your point. Your mother is beside herself. This has gone on long enough. Call her back. I listened to them once, deleted them. Day 3, the extended family got involved. Aunt Linda. Your mother is heartbroken. She made a mistake. Haven't we all made mistakes? Uncle Jim. Being angry doesn't change the past. Forgiveness is the only way forward. Cousin Sarah, the youngest. I don't know what happened, but everyone's upset. Can you just apologize so we can move on? That one almost made me laugh. Apologize? For what? For exposing the truth? I didn't respond to any of them. On day 4, Emily showed up at my house. I saw her car pull up, considered not answering the door. But Bella barked. Happy bark. She liked Emily. I opened the door. "Hey," Emily said. "Hey, can I come in?" I stepped aside. She came in. Bella immediately went to her, tail wagging. Emily knelt down, scratched Bella's ears. "Hey girl, you're looking good." Bella's tail wagged harder. "She remembers you," I said. "I visited her. Before, when Mom and Dad were watching her." "How was she?" Emily stood up. "Honestly, not great. She was stressed, paced a lot. They kept her in the backyard most of the time. I told Mom she should let her inside more." "What did she say?" "That Bella was fine, that she was just adjusting." We stood there, awkward. "Jordan, I didn't know about the shelter, I swear. Mom told me the same story she told you. The family with kids." "I believe you. But you won't talk to her?" "No." "Why?" "Because she lied. For 5 years. And the only reason the truth came out is because I found it myself. She's sorry. She's sorry she got caught." Emily sat on my couch. Bella jumped up next to her, put her head in Emily's lap. "Mom's a mess, Jordan. She can't sleep. She's barely eating. Dad says she cries every night." "Good." Emily looked at me. "You don't mean that." "I do. She should feel terrible. Because what she did was terrible. It was a mistake. It was a choice. She chose to dump Bella at a shelter. She chose to lie about it. Those are choices, Emily, not mistakes. She didn't know Bella would be there that long. She didn't check, not once. She dropped off my dog and never looked back." Bella lifted her head, sensing my raised voice. I took a breath. Sat down. "Sorry, girl, I'm okay." Bella put her head back in Emily's lap. "Jordan," Emily said quietly, "I get why you're angry. I do. What Mom did was wrong, but she's still your mother, and she's suffering. Bella suffered for 2 years, in a cage, alone, terrified. She almost died, twice." "I know. Do you? Do you really understand what that means? She was on a euthanasia list. They were going to kill her because she was too scared to trust people anymore." Emily's eyes filled with tears. "I didn't know it was that bad. Because nobody checked. Nobody cared enough to make sure she was okay." "That's not fair. We thought—" "You thought what Mom told you, because it was easier than questioning her." We sat in silence. Bella dozed off between us. "What do you want, Jordan? An apology?" "Done. She's apologized 100 times. I don't want an apology. I want her to understand what she took from me." "She does. No, she understands she got caught." "That's different." Emily wiped her eyes. "So what, you're just never going to speak to her again?" "I don't know. Right now?" "Yeah, that's the plan." "That's really sad." "You know what's sad? Bella's medical records from the shelter, the notes about her anxiety, her fear, the way she stopped eating because she was so stressed. Okay, I get it. It was horrible. But holding on to this anger— I'm not holding on to anger. I'm holding on to boundaries." "What's the difference?" "Anger is wanting revenge. Boundaries are protecting yourself from people who've hurt you." Emily looked at Bella, sleeping peacefully. "She seems okay now." "She is okay, because I found her, because I brought her home, because I'm never letting anyone take her again. Mom would never. Mom already did, once. That's enough." Emily stood up, carefully, so she wouldn't wake Bella. "I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I hope you'll think about it. About forgiveness." "I have thought about it. And my answer is no." She walked to the door, stopped. "For what it's worth. I'm glad you found her. I'm glad she's okay. Thanks. And Jordan? I'm sorry. That I didn't check on her more. That I believed Mom without questioning. I should have done better. That surprised me. Thank you." She left. Bella woke up, looked around for Emily, then settled back against me. 2 weeks later, a package arrived. From Mom. I recognized the handwriting. Inside, a framed photo of me and Bella. From years ago, before everything. And a card. "I know you won't forgive me, I understand. but I wanted you to have this. I'm sorry for everything. Mom. I looked at the photo. Bella and me. She was maybe 2 years old in the picture. Happy, healthy, safe. I put it on my dresser, kept the frame, threw away the card. 3 months after Christmas, there was a family birthday party. Kyle's 30th. The invitation came via text. Group message to everyone. Kyle's 30th. Saturday, March 15th, 2 p.m., Mom and Dad's house. Bring food to share. Emily added, Jordan, please come. It would mean a lot to Kyle. I didn't respond. Saturday came. I took Bella to the dog park instead. Watched her run. Play with other dogs. Be happy. My phone buzzed during. Emily. We're all here. Kyle keeps looking at the door. Then, Mom made your favorite dessert. Lemon bars? Then, please. Just an hour. You don't even have to talk to Mom. I turned off my phone. That evening, after the party would have ended, I turned it back on. 17 messages. Kyle. Really? You couldn't show up for my birthday? Emily. This is getting petty. Dad. Your brother deserved better than this. Mom. I miss you. And one from Kyle's wife, Jennifer, who I'd always liked. Hey, I get it. Whatever's going on with your mom, that's between you two. But Kyle was hurt today. Just wanted you to know. I texted her back. Tell Kyle I'm sorry. I'll take him out for dinner. Just us. When's he free? She responded immediately. Really? Yeah, he didn't do anything wrong. This isn't about him. Thursday? Thursday works. Thursday, I met Kyle at his favorite restaurant, Italian place downtown. He was already there when I arrived. Looked tired. Hey, I said, sitting down. Hey. We ordered, sat in awkward silence. I'm sorry I missed your party, I said. But not sorry enough to actually show up. I couldn't be in that house, not yet. Because of Mom. Because of Mom. He leaned back. Look, I know what she did was messed up. The shelter thing, the lying. I get it. Do you? Yeah, I do. It was wrong. But Jordan, it's been months. How long are you going to punish her? I'm not punishing her. I'm protecting myself. From what? She apologized. She feels terrible. What more do you want? I want her to understand that actions have consequences. That lying for 5 years isn't something you just forgive because someone finally says sorry. So you're going to avoid family events forever? If she's there, yeah. That's not sustainable. Neither is pretending everything's fine when it's not. Kyle shook his head. You're being stubborn. Maybe, but I'm done setting myself on fire to keep other people warm. That's not what this is, isn't it? Everyone wants me to forgive Mom so family gatherings aren't awkward. Nobody's asking her to actually make amends. Just me to get over it. She can't make amends if you won't talk to her. She could start by acknowledging what she actually did. Not just that she made a mistake, but that she abandoned my dog, lied about it, and never checked to see if she was okay. She knows that, does she? Because every message I've gotten from her is about how sorry she feels. Not about Bella, about herself. Kyle didn't have a response to that. We ate, talked about other things. His job, my job, neutral topics. At the end, he paid, despite my protests. Birthday gift, he said. Since you missed the party. Thanks. Outside, before we left, he stopped me. Jordan, I'm not going to tell you what to do. But I miss my brother. And I hate that this is tearing the family apart. It was already torn apart. I'm just the only one who stopped pretending. That's a really sad way to look at it. Maybe, but it's honest. He hugged me, brief, awkward, but genuine. Take care of yourself, and Bella? I will. 6 months after Christmas, Emily called. Dad's having a surgery, minor, hernia repair. But Mom's scared. Okay. She wants you there, at the hospital. No. Jordan? Emily, I'm sorry Dad's having surgery. I hope it goes well, but I'm not going. It's a hospital. You don't even have to talk to Mom. But I'd have to see her, be in the same room. Pretend things are okay, and they're not. So when? When will things be okay? I don't know. Maybe never. I'm still figuring it out. That's not fair to the rest of us. What's not fair is everyone expecting me to just get over being lied to for 5 years. Nobody expects you to get over it. We just want you to move forward. I am moving forward, just not in the direction you want. She sighed. Fine. I'll tell them you can't make it. Thanks. But Jordan? You can't avoid her forever. Watch me. She hung up. I sat on my couch, Bella next to me, head in my lap. What do you think, girl? Am I being stubborn? She looked at me with those brown eyes. Trusting. Safe. Yeah, that's what I thought. The truth was I didn't know if I'd ever forgive Mom. Maybe I would. Eventually. With time and distance and actual accountability. Or maybe I wouldn't. And I was learning to be okay with that. Because some betrayals don't heal. They just become part of your story. And the person who caused them? They don't get to decide when you're ready to move past it. Only you do. Bella sighed. Shifted. Got more comfortable. You're safe, I whispered. That's all that matters. And for now, that was enough. 1 year after that Christmas, I got a call from an unknown number. Almost didn't answer. But something made me pick up. Hello? Hi, is this Jordan? Yeah? This is Karen. I fostered Bella a few years ago. We met when you came to get her. Karen, hi. Yeah, I remember. I hope it's okay that I'm calling. I got your number from the rescue coordinator. I've been thinking about Bella. How is she? I smiled. She's good. Really good. I'm so glad. She was such a sweet dog, just needed someone who understood her. She's sleeping on the couch right now, snoring. Karen laughed. That sounds like her. I just wanted to check in, make sure she was okay, that you were okay. We're both okay. Better than okay, actually. Good. That's all I needed to hear. Thank you for finding her, for bringing her home. Thank you for saving her. If you hadn't pulled her from that shelter, I know. I think about that sometimes. How close it was. We talked for a few more minutes. About Bella's quirks, her favorite toys, how she still got nervous around new people but was much better. After we hung up, I sat with Bella, ran my hand over her head. Gray muzzle, cloudy eyes, slower movements. She was 12 now. Getting old. But happy. Every morning she woke up next to me. Tail wagging. Ready for breakfast and a walk. Every night she fell asleep with her head on my lap while I watched TV. She'd gained weight since I got her back. Healthy weight. Her coat was shiny again. The fear in her eyes was mostly gone. She was safe. Loved. Home. And my family? Still trying. 2 weeks after Karen's call, another invitation. Thanksgiving. Emily's house this time. Hosting at my place this year. Mom and Dad will be here, but Jordan, I really want you to come. Please? I stared at the text. Thought about it. Really thought about it. Typed, I'll think about it. Emily. That's all I'm asking. Thanksgiving morning, I woke up to Bella's face inches from mine, her breath warm on my cheek. Morning, girl, tail wag. I got up, fed her, made coffee, sat on the back porch watching her sniff around the yard. My phone buzzed. Emily. Are you coming? I looked at Bella. Happy, peaceful, completely unaware of the complicated human drama around her. Typed back, no, sorry. 3 dots. Then, can I ask why? Because I'm not ready, and I might never be, and I'm okay with that. Mom will be devastated. I can't control how she feels, just like she couldn't control what she did. Jordan. Emily, I love you. But I need you to stop pushing this. I'm not going to family events if Mom is there. That's my boundary. Please respect it. Long pause. Then, okay, I understand. Thank you. But Jordan, you're missing out. On family, on memories, on time. I know. But some things are worth missing out on to protect your peace. She didn't respond after that. I spent Thanksgiving with Bella. Cooked a small turkey. She got a plate of turkey and sweet potatoes. No seasoning, just plain. She ate it like it was the best meal she'd ever had. We sat on the couch, watched football. She fell asleep with her head in my lap. It was quiet. Simple. Perfect. Around 6, my phone rang. Unknown number again. I answered. Hello? Jordan, it's your mother. I froze. How did you get this number? Emily gave it to me. Please don't be mad at her, I begged. What do you want? I just wanted to hear your voice. It's been a year. I miss you. Silence. Jordan, are you there? I'm here. How are you? Fine. How's Bella? That stopped me. She'd never asked about Bella. Not once in all the messages and calls through other people. She's good. I'm glad. I think about her a lot. About what I did. Okay. I know you don't want to talk to me. I understand. But I needed you to know. I'm sorry. Not just for lying. For all of it. For not keeping her. For not checking on her. For not understanding what she meant to you. I didn't respond. I see it now. How much I hurt you. How much I hurt her. And I can't take it back. But I am sorry. Okay. Is there anything I can do to make this better? I thought about it. Really thought about it. No, I said finally. There's nothing you can do. What's done is done. So that's it? We just never speak again? Maybe, I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I'm your mother. And Bella was my dog, my responsibility, my family. And you threw her away like she was garbage. I didn't think of it that way. I know, that's the problem. You didn't think. You just acted. And now you want me to forgive you because you feel bad. That's not… Mom, I have to go. Jordan, please. I hope you have a good Thanksgiving, but I can't do this. I hung up. Bella lifted her head. Looked at me, concerned. I'm okay, girl. Just complicated human stuff. She licked my hand. Once. Then put her head back down. 6 months later, spring, Emily called. Jordan, I need to tell you something. Okay. Mom's in therapy, has been for months. She's working through what happened, what she did. Good for her. She wants to write you a letter, a real one, not through text. Would you read it? I don't know. She's trying, Jordan, really trying, to understand, to be better. That's good, but it doesn't change what happened. No, but maybe it's a start? Maybe. The letter came 2 weeks later. Handwritten. 5 pages. I read it. Sitting on my porch. Bella asleep next to me. Mom wrote about therapy, about understanding patterns, about how she'd made me feel invisible my whole life, not just with Bella, about how she'd prioritized her own comfort over my needs, how she'd lied because admitting the truth meant admitting she'd failed. She wrote about Bella, about wishing she could go back, about understanding finally that some mistakes can't be fixed. And she ended with, I don't expect forgiveness. I don't deserve it. But I want you to know that I see what I did. And I'm sorry. Not for me. For you. And for Bella. I folded the letter. Put it in a drawer. Didn't respond. But I kept it. Bella turned 13 that summer. Slowing down more. Arthritis in her back legs. But still happy. Still greeting me every morning. Still following me room to room. Still sleeping in my bed. We went on shorter walks, gentler hikes. I got her a ramp for the bed so she didn't have to jump. One evening, sitting in the backyard, watching her sniff around slowly, my phone rang. Kyle. Hey. Hey, look, I'm not calling to guilt you or anything. Just wanted to check in. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Good. Jennifer's pregnant. We're having a girl. Kyle, that's amazing. Congratulations. Thanks. We're excited. Terrified, but excited. We talked for a bit. About the baby, about names, about life. Then he said, Jordan, I'm not going to tell you what to do about Mom. That's your choice. But I hope someday you'll meet my daughter. even if you don't want to see mom. I'd like that. Yeah? Yeah. This isn't about you, or Emily, or the baby. It's about boundaries. I'm starting to get that. Good. After we hung up, I looked at Bella. You hear that, girl? Kyle's having a baby. Tail wag. Maybe we'll meet her someday, if he brings her here. Bella sighed. Content. Fall came again. Then winter. 2 years since that Christmas. Emily texted, small Christmas this year. Just me, Kyle, Jennifer, and the baby. Mom and Dad are doing their own thing. Would you come, please? I thought about it for a long time, typed, just you guys, no mom and dad? Just us, I promise. Okay, I'll come. Really? Really, Bella and I will be there. Christmas at Emily's was different. Quiet, just family. The baby, Madison, was 6 months old. Chubby, happy. Reached for Bella immediately. Bella was gentle. Let Madison grab her ears, pet her face. Didn't mind when Madison squealed. We sat around Emily's living room, opened presents, ate too much food. Nobody mentioned mom, or the past, or anything heavy, just normal. Family. Without the weight. That night, driving home, Bella asleep in the back seat, I felt something I hadn't felt in years. Peace. Not because I'd forgiven mom. I hadn't. But because I'd learned that family isn't always blood. Sometimes it's the people who show up, who respect your boundaries, who love you enough to let you heal on your own timeline. And sometimes it's a 12-year-old golden retriever who survived 2 years in hell and still found her way back to you. Bella passed away that spring, peacefully, in her sleep, in my bed. I buried her in the backyard, under her favorite tree, where she used to lay in the shade on hot days. Emily came, Kyle and Jennifer, even some neighbors who'd loved her. We didn't invite mom. I thought about it, decided against it. This was Bella's day, and she deserved to be surrounded only by people who'd loved her. After everyone left, I sat by her grave, told her everything I'd never said enough, how much she'd meant to me, how proud I was that she'd survived, how grateful I was that I'd found her, how sorry I was for ever leaving her in the first place. A week later, Mom sent flowers and a card. I'm so sorry for your loss. I know how much Bella meant to you, and I'm sorry I didn't understand that sooner. I kept the card, put it with the letter in the drawer. Still didn't respond. 6 months after Bella died, I adopted another dog. Rescue. Old. Nobody wanted him. His name was Duke. 9 years old. Gray muzzle. Calm. Gentle. Not a replacement for Bella. Nothing could replace her. But a companion. Someone to take care of. Someone to love. And when Kyle brought Madison over to meet Duke and she squealed with joy, I felt Bella's presence. Watching. Approving. Happy that I was moving forward. I never reconciled with Mom. Not fully. We exchanged texts sometimes. Birthday wishes. Holiday greetings. She respects my boundaries now. Doesn't push. Doesn't guilt. I read her therapy letter sometimes. See the growth. Appreciate the effort. But I don't forget. And I don't pretend. Some betrayals leave scars. They fade, but they don't disappear. And that's okay. Because I learned that protecting yourself isn't cruel. It's necessary. That forgiveness isn't mandatory. It's optional. And that sometimes the family you build is more important than the family you're born into. Bella taught me that, in life and in death. And I'll carry that lesson forever.